What's going on, guys? My name is Brad, aka iPod Memorizer 11, and welcome back to the history of iPod. I'm guessing you guys get the drift by now, but if not, playlist is in the description, so go check it out. And topic today is going to be Black Ops 2, and this is kind of where things started going downhill, but not exactly yet. It started going downhill like right after Nebula and the Best of Black Ops 2 came out, but this year didn't compare to MW3, but it's kind of hard to beat infected lobbies and cops and robbers and MW2 6-mans every day with the so-called S&D crew. But yeah, let's get into it. So Black Ops 2 came out. I got it on release day. I came home from school, just started playing it. It's like any other normal Call of Duty, I guess. But this one was different. Even with MW3, we did the full parties system, and I was really loving the game. I figured out the Type 95 and the P90 and all those different guns, but with Black Ops 2, it was really different. Nobody got on. I wanted to record like a 15-game live session on the first day, and I also wanted to record my first thoughts on zombies with Alex, and you saw both of those, except the live session was cut short because right after the second game, I started doing really awful. I was going negative every game. I was raging really hardcore because I was getting those bad scores, and the game just didn't appeal to me, right from the start. And I don't know why it was so hard to get into compared to MW3. It's just like any other Call of Duty. It didn't really stand out. You just point and shoot the gun, but I don't know what was different with that year. But yeah, I started hating the game, so I only posted the first 2 games of that live session, and they went down alright. And then I ended up doing zombies for like an hour and a half to 2 hours with Alex on Transit and Grief. And that's basically how my first day went, and I just uploaded afterwards. And also around that time, I was starting to upload to the ZHC channel, and basically all of my zombies live sessions went there. If you want to go check out the channel, I highly suggest you do so, because a lot of my good zombie sessions were on there. A lot of my early Transit ones, and that was pretty fun. And you guys probably didn't see them because you're not subbed to that channel, most likely, but highly advise you go watch them. They're pretty funny, and a lot of them are with Dominic, and yeah, mostly Dominic. It's usually Dominic that's the culprit of these things, but go watch them. It's good for you. So, even though I didn't really like multiplayer, I also had a falling out with Brandon around a week or 2 after the game came out, and I don't know what happened. I think it happened on Transit. There was just some mix-up with getting across lava berries and stuff, and they ended up dying, and we got into an argument, and then I removed him, and then I didn't talk to him for the rest of the school year until the summertime, and then we started talking again. That's basically how it went. So, had a falling out with him, so I ended up just playing multiplayer in silence, and that's around the time I reached first prestige. And I don't know what forced me to just play that awful game again, but I carried through with it, and right now, currently, I still like the game. It's kind of hard to play solo because it's really AIDS, and it's hard to keep up good stats while playing solo because, especially in this game, you notice that it's really hard to get decent teammates that actually play the objective or kill more than one person every 30 seconds. So, yeah, that was fun. So, I sat there, I grinded for at least 8 hours that night and got to first prestige, and that's basically how my first month went. I recorded some short clips, and this time I had my PVR with me, which I got the previous summer. I forgot to mention that in the last video. I got my PVR over the summer so I didn't have to use the stupid dazzle again, and that dazzle was terrible. It kept on dropping frames, and I lost quite a few gameplays, and it was impossible to record live, so I had to rely on Theater to go back and record the gameplay in order to make a YouTube video out of it, because it's just so unreliable recording live, and it took up a crap ton of space. So that's how it went. So with the PVR, it was a lot easier to record live, and I also, because I hated the game and I didn't really expect to hit clips on it, I went ahead and hit Nuketown Spawns Night Triple within the first week, and I didn't record it because I lost it to Theater. I don't know why Theater was so bad, but it ended up being like that. So I lost a triple that day, and I ended up trying to play the rest of the day, trying to get a Nuketown Spawns Night Triple before people started realizing that going down that lane was a really bad idea. So I hit another triple that day, which has never happened for me before, even though it's like Newtown spawn site, but it's still pretty good for me because I'm really unlucky with clips, especially the way how MW3 went and the summer of 2012 where I went on a huge dry streak. So yeah, I hit 2 triples. I was pretty proud of myself. Still doing the commentaries and the zombies and stuff like that. And then 8-Man Transit came out. That was basically the saving grace of Black Ops 2, or else I probably wouldn't have played it for very long afterwards. So we found out about 8-Man Transit, and that was probably the most fun time I've had on Black Ops 2. Aside from the trick shotting, though, that was like when I was doing 6-mans with Tommy and CTS, and sometimes Tyler and Brayden and Anthony or Lunify. He was in a few of my videos, but we didn't talk to him that much because he wasn't that decent at trickshotting. But anyways, 8-man transit lobbies, it's pretty self-explanatory. I only have one video currently on the ZHC channel. That was the final stand at Pack-a-Punch, and that's a really good video. I think that's the most viewed video on the ZHC channel right now, so I'll leave a link down in the description if you want to go watch it. It's really loud, but it's 8-man transit, so there's 8 people talking at the same time. And with Jackson and Sam, it's just, it's really loud. Your ears may bleed if you turn your headphones up all the way. So proceed with caution, but it's pretty funny, and the ending was kind of unfortunate, but what can you do? But basically, this was all we did. In replacement, it's like parallel to the infected lobbies we did all across Christmas break. Basically, all we did that year during Christmas break was the 8-man transit lobbies. All we did was I started up a lobby. I invited like Chase, Tyler, Sam, Dominic, or whoever were the first 4 people, and then we invited some of their friends to get an 8-man lobby going. And there was one game in particular. This was like a 2-hour game session, but we ended up going like to round 23, and I don't know what came through my head, but I still have the gameplay on my laptop, by the way, but I deleted my voice recording, so my entire voice recording for the 2-hour span was deleted, so I'm not exactly sure what to do with this gameplay. I just have it sitting on my hard drive, and I could upload it in its entirety. Chase's point of view is on the ZHC channel, but the audio quality is really terrible, and so is the voice quality of his, because his game volume was too loud and it was out of sync. Like the game visuals were like a full second and a half ahead of the audio, so whenever he shoots, it takes like a full second or two to start the noise of the gun sounding off. So that's basically that, but if you want to go watch his end on the ZHC channel, it's called Zombies Fun Times, or something along those lines. But if you guys want me to post like the entire 2-hour session, I'm just going to post one in bulk, maybe public, but it doesn't have my voice in it, and people are talking to me a lot, so you won't really understand my point of the conversation. So if you guys want me to post it unlisted, it's a pretty funny video, and the ending is pretty hilarious because I got glitched with the riot shield. So yeah, just leave a comment down below if you want to see it. So 8-man transit got patched a little bit after Christmas break, and that was pretty unfortunate. So went back into multiplayer, and also I forgot to completely forgot to mention that when I reached 3rd prestige, I think this was like back in December, but I prestiged either to 3rd or to 4th. I'm pretty sure I reached my 3rd prestige right then, and I was going to go unlock a, what's it called, like an extra custom class, I think it's an extra custom class, but instead I accidentally pressed fresh start, so I went into a pretty big panic mode, and then I turned off my Xbox, and luckily for me, it didn't reset my profile there. That would have been pretty unfortunate, but that was a pretty nice save. I had the thing recorded, but I didn't really know what to do with it because it's just me turning off my Xbox and turning it back on and realizing that my levels was still the same. I'm pretty sure you can't reset your Xbox now when you fresh start, so that's pretty unfortunate, but I got really lucky at the time, and that's basically that story. But I didn't reach 10th prestige until like January 26th. I grinded out like the last prestige and a half on a double XP weekend, and that's basically the end of that. I played most of the double XP weekends, but I didn't really have many parties to deal with. Brayden didn't get his Black Ops 2 until Christmas for some reason, so I didn't really play with him. Alex quit. I don't know what he did afterwards, but he stopped playing midway through December. And most of the people that I was talking to, like last year in the Red X days, that was basically it was really lonely. So I began to talk to like Tommy and CTS, and we began trick shotting. And also during the Christmas break time, I was talking to Mikey for a little bit, but that didn't last very long. That lasted like a couple weeks. But Miles invited me to his trick shotting sessions, and Mikey just so happened to be in it. So I unmuted him, talked to him, but nothing really happened. I just muted him afterwards after I stopped doing their 6-mans. So, basically the rest of the school year, like from February to May or whatever, we just did 6-mans and one in the chamber for some reason, and also the zombie DLCs. I did the zombies first looks, and Die Rise on the first day, everything went pretty well. I did it with Sam, Dominic, and Keegan, and that went alright. And it's one of my most viewed series on my channel, which is kind of surprising because it didn't have many views to begin with, but then it climbed in views all of a sudden, and then it became one of my most viewed series. So I'll leave a link down to that in the description as well if you want to go see it. It's pretty good. Sam has a squeaky voice back then. He doesn't have one now, but it was really squeaky back then and really annoying, but that's besides the point. Mob of the Dead, that didn't go so well because I couldn't find 4 people to do it. I wanted to do it with like CTS and his friend Eduardo, but they only did a 3-player, and I was struggling to find a 4th, and I ended up doing it at like 7 o'clock at night. But as I was rendering the first part, my voice was out of sync, so I had to postpone it until the next day to upload. So that's probably why it got so little views compared to Die Rise, something like that. And Buried, I stayed up all night prior to the release of Buried. I was watching XCal's Last of Us session, and I was pulling like an all-nighter with Brandon on Xbox and stuff, and I don't know if you could really tell in my Buried first look video, but I was extremely tired then. I was trying not to fall asleep, and that lasted for about an hour and a half, and then I went like to bed afterwards just to catch up on sleep, but that went smoothly. And for Origins, I didn't like the map, and it was even worse than Mob of the Dead because I couldn't find 4 players, and CTS and Eduardo only wanted to do 3, which was a no-go for me because Zombies and Black Ops 2 is only good with 4 players. That's proven. Or 8 players. It's always best with 8 players. 8 players is pretty fun, but can't do that anymore. But I didn't end up doing Origins, I just ended up posting like a small mini clip to take its place, and that's the end of that. So let's flash back to the trick shotting days. So all I did was just try and hit stupid trick shots, and I didn't hit one until like June 13th, which was like, or not June 13th, like it's somewhere around that line, like June 13th, 14th, something like that. But I spent a lot of time going for trick shots, and nothing ever really panned out. I got a lot of funny clips out of it because CTS and Tommy always do really retarded things for some reason. So that spawned a lot of shits and gigs videos, and that's basically it on that. I don't exactly remember. I took Brayden's account, Habits Prison, and that's kind of how I started hitting clips on that account. Since I didn't want to ruin my Craig4X account with the stats and all with sniping like I did in MW3, that didn't go so well for me when I started doing that, so I took Brayden's account since he wasn't using it, and I just started sniping and trick-shotting on that. That's basically the end of that story. In summer, I think I just did the same things. I just played zombies with whoever got on at that time. It was normally like Sam or Tommy and Max whenever he got on. Alex didn't get on very much, and Zach pretty much quit. Mostly in MW3. I'm pretty sure Zach quit in MW3 anyways, so I was just doing zombies with them, but most of the time was spent like playing Ground War and or doing the stupid trick-shotting stuff that I did. And that's basically it. I don't exactly remember. If you guys want to check out all the silly videos that I posted, then I guess you could go check that out too. And I'm struggling to find out what I did back then because I'm pretty sure it was just all trick shotting. Sorry guys. Oh yeah, Best of Black Ops 2. In MW3 days, I started recording in January because I had the bright idea of starting to record for like a year-long thing and making a best of out of just that game with all of my friends. So this year from the get-go, I didn't wait until like January and stuff to start recording clips. I just went into people's theaters occasionally and just took their clips. And there was this one guy, Brand V. I'd never talked to him at all, but I stole like a lot of his clips, and you could definitely see that in the actual montage if you want to go see it. But overall, I don't really think Best of Black Ops 2 compared to Best of MW3. I like the music more in Best of MW3, and personally, I like the edit more. It's just a lot more clean and fluid. Or maybe it's just me not really liking Black Ops 2 Tages anymore. But that's basically it on that. And also Nebula. I guess I could talk about that since that was mostly Black Ops 2 days, but. I started back up Nebula again because I was an idiot, and after I finished up 10th Prestige, I said might as well just start sniping again and go for clips, and I ended up hitting most of the clips. Brayden didn't really hit many clips because he didn't play very much, and when he did, he was like really awful because Black Ops 2 really wasn't his game, and he had like a clip like every couple months or so, so I carried him in Nebula, and we recorded all the way through the summer, and especially after the summer, this was kind of like the downfall of my Xbox thing, because right when summer ended, people did not get on anymore, and GTA 5 was around the corner, so people stopped playing Call of Duty, and I was just kind of left playing solo and stuff. So that's basically it on that. So, and I released Nebula. I'm still playing solo. I didn't really have many memories then. I just hit clips and talked to them in silence and always try to get them to play zombies and stuff, but that never really worked out. So, at least Best of Black Ops 2, that went down pretty well, I guess. And then Ghost came out and everything turned into a pile of garbage. I guess I could cover my Ghost history then because nothing really happened during then, but I didn't get Ghosts from the get-go because I thought I was quitting after I made the Best of Black Ops 2, but that didn't happen for some reason. Because I thought school was going to take over, and I didn't really have much time to play. I didn't really play anyways because people didn't get on enough, and I really hated playing solo, so I just ended up playing like MW2 most of the time. And then in February, I started talking to Sam and his friend Brad, but we call him Paul because I'm the real Brad around here, and you better know it, but I started talking to him a lot. We didn't really do much because they played FIFA and I played Call of Duty, and I just raged a lot. So that was basically the end of that. And then over the summer, I talked to Sam a lot, and we did some Black Ops 2 shenanigans, but we didn't really do much then because people did not get on at all. What is wrong with you people? But that summer didn't really compare at all. I don't think there were as many memories. I just kind of played Ghosts and stuff, and I got Ghosts in June afterwards because I got so extremely bored with Black Ops 2, and I also ran out of live on my Habits Prison account, so I just decided to pick up Ghosts and started playing it, and Ghosts was an okay game, I guess. Like, it wasn't the best game, it wasn't Black Ops 2, but I still enjoyed playing it, and that's basically it. Synergetic's coming out, and we're basically all the way up to here. And yeah, Synergetics. So, sorry for that, guys. I didn't really have very many memories. It definitely wasn't as fun as like over like a couple years ago, but that's basically it. I just wanted to cover it so I didn't have to make like a separate short commentary on that. But the next episode, I'm probably going to talk about my clan history and possibly Nebula in a more focused thing. So, hope you guys enjoyed it, and until next time, we'll see you guys later.